Hello everyone, Andy here, hope you are well. Now today you join me on a video where we're going to be looking at my new purchase, which is the DJI MAVIC 2 Pro. I am so excited to eventually get this, so without further ado, let's get on with this video and look at this thing in a little bit more detail. Okay, so I've already had a look at the drone, and I had to take it out and have a quick look when I first got this just because I was so excited. But I wanted to go through the box and how it is displayed inside with everyone and just my own personal thoughts just to show it off to everyone. And the first impressions was I love this design. It's really nice and simple, really clean. The finish on the print and the actual card that's used is really, really nice. The box then slips out of the sleeve, I suppose you could call that the sleeve, and then you're greeted with this nice kind of sort of cardboard, sort of textured matte finish with a little MAVIC 2 Pro sticker, and then you slice that open down the side. And then what I like is when you look at it sort of side on, it's got an angled divide, so when you open the box, I like how it opens in this way. It's such a nice presentation. You are just greeted with such a clean layout. I think DJI have done a fantastic job with this. I love how clean it is, and the finish as well on the inside. I love all the black with the grey. It's very different to what I've been used to with things like the MAVIC, with things like the Phantom. This has a much more sort of high quality feel to it with the actual packaging, the layout, the materials used. This is such a more, I know this product was a lot more expensive, and I feel like this shows it. And there's even little details on the inside, which I'm wondering if the camera is going to pick it up. But it's got a de-embossed MAVIC 2 there, just in front of the drone itself. So we've got the controller, which sits nicely in here. Now, as I said, I have already taken this out and had a look at it, and a lot of people will have already seen many videos on proper sort of full unboxing videos. This is just my first impressions. When I got this thing, I love how it has like a bit of weight to it. The sort of texture, the grip along here is fantastic. Everything feels really solid. The kind of like it feels really durable, really nice ergonomics in the feeling of the actual controller when it's out like that. And I love the fact, compared to the Phantom, which would run out of battery on my phone, I don't have as much of an issue with this because of the fact you can charge your phone while you're flying it. Great bit of detail. I love on the inside that you get the little sticks, the joysticks, which you can obviously take out and then screw into the controller, so it keeps them hidden away. But then when you're in transit, you can pop it in there and everything is nice, safe and neatly stored away. I love how this is so small compared to the Phantom controller, which is huge. I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison video of my Phantom 3 and this, just looking at the controller and the drone, looking at the size and the quality. There's so many more buttons compared to what I had on the Phantom. You know, I like how you can also configure like the different buttons on the back here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use them for just yet, and it's the same with the little D-pad, I suppose you could call it. It's like a sort of D-pad where you've got the left, the right, the up and the down, and you can click it in as well. That's a fifth button, so I'm going to be able to configure that. And then we have the drone itself, which is very snug in here. I wish, in a way, the one thing I would say is, compared to something like the Phantom 4, where the actual package that it came in, the box, you could actually use that as transport, whereas you can't with this. So that's only one little gripe, but I have already ordered a PGY Tech carry case for this, so that is another thing I'm going to review when I get that. So then you get onto the drone itself, which straight away you kind of think to yourself, oh, that feels quite weighty. A lot of that is due to the actual battery. The battery itself is quite a heavy weight. That was the same with the Phantom. That is where a lot of the kind of weight seemed to lie in it for me. But I just love this thing. It's like it has a little character of its own now. You know, if you've seen one of my recent pictures I put in my community section, you'll see what I did with the MAVIC when I first got it. You can have a bit of fun with that. It's got the protective cover on here, which I'm sure I'm going to be using a lot more going forward. I do not want to be damaging this Hasselblad lens. At the moment I feel like I'm treating this like it's a newborn baby. I'm trying to like manhandle it really carefully. I'm sure a lot of people, when you see someone like Casey, he just gets these things and chucks them around. He plays with them quite, or plays with them, not really plays with them. but he manhandles them, you know, quite roughly in a way. I'm like really careful, you know, I'm opening these nice and slow. I'm making sure I'm not touching anything with too much pressure. As I say, I do feel like I'm manhandling this with like a newborn baby, being really safe with it. But maybe that's not a bad thing, you know. It shows you that I'm a careful user, and I really like to take care of my tech. Maybe when I get a bit more used to this, I'll think to myself, actually it's perfectly fine. These can just whip out really fast. I can put the blades on fast, etc. Don't need to worry about them bending or snapping. But yeah, really nice quality feel to the drone. There's just so much going on. You know, all the little cameras and the sensors that are underneath. The same with the back of this thing. You know, there is a lot going on. More sensors. Done the underneath. You've got them on the top. It has them, actually, yes, if I open it, so you can see them on the side as well, and at the front. It has the full omnidirectional sensors going on, which is fantastic. Something that obviously I had nothing like that with the Phantom 3 standard. It was very manual in that way. I actually had to be careful where I was flying. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be very careful with this drone, and I'm not going to look at testing quite yet, or not straight away anyway, the sort of sensors on that. And then within here you've got your, I think this is the well, not the batteries, sorry, this is all the kind of cables and your chargers. And again, in a nice little cardboard box. I like the finish, very simple, with just a little shiny kind of detail of what is included in the box. I like that. And then next to the controller is the, I think this is actually for the controller itself to plug into the charger, because obviously you can charge this and the, you can charge the controller and the drone at the same time via the power unit, not something I could do with the Phantom. And then underneath the controller, you have, it was like instructions. Now I've just stuck that on there because, as I said, I have already unboxed this to have a look at it, but you've got the props inside, which I absolutely love these little props. They come in these nice little pouches, and you get 6, which was cool, so it means I've got some spare. And I mean, again, a lot of you will know these things because you've probably watched so many videos, so I won't go into all the detail of how you attach these, but you do have the different ones with the grey or white, the grey or white, and the black, and you get 3 of each, so at least you've got a spare of one of the other 2. That's it, everyone. I'm going to leave the video here because, in all honesty, all I really want to do right now is to get out with this drone and start getting some amazing footage and pictures and editing these videos to show you all something really special. Can't wait to try out some of the features that come on this thing, and I'm sure I'm going to cover a lot of them in various videos going forward. So, you know, if you're new to my channel, please support me by subscribing, like the video, and when you subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon to keep up to date with future videos. Comment below if you've got one of these, you've got any tips maybe before I go out and start making any videos, then please feel free to comment with any links or advice. It's all really appreciated, and I hope you're all excited to see what I can produce with this as much as I am. Thanks everyone for watching, see you again soon, bye.